Hello and welcome to Fairy Tale. I am Mira Jane and I'm here to assign quests to our guild members. I've never seen you before. Are you a new member perhaps? Oh, you're thinking about enrolling. Well, that is simply excellent news. Today is a very special day. We have our open door kind of ceremony, which means that everyone is welcome to look around and ask questions about the guild and decide where they want to join or not. Have you been to other guilds around? No? Well, before you choose ours, you should maybe take a look at what's out there. You know, we're not the only guild in Magnolia Town. There is another guild actually, but let's get to that later. First, tell me your name, because I have this book that I have to keep so I can keep track of everyone who is interested in joining. Very well, and of course you are a mage, because obviously only mages can join a guild. Very well, and what is your type of magic, if I may ask? See, this girl over there, her name is Lucy, and she's a celestial spirit mage, which means that she basically formed contracts with celestial spirits of the spirit word. She has these magic keys, and you know, whenever she wants, she can invoke a spirit from that celestial word. She can invoke a minotaur, mermaids, Gemini, and you know, the strength of the celestial spirit mage depends on the variety of key they hold, and the special bond that they have with the spirits they are in contract with. No, that's not your form of magic. Okay. Oh, me? Well, I'm not really in the game, but my magic is called the takeover magic. So that basically means that I can take the form of a beast. You know, my brother, Halfman, I know it is a ridiculous name, but he's quite powerful. Has beast soul magic, which means that he can transform into a beast. There is Satan soul magic, demon soul. Myself, I turn into a terrific demon. I know you wouldn't think so looking at me right now. I look quite inoffensive, but you shouldn't be too you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because when I transform, I am actually one of the strongest mages of Fairy Tale. I am an S-class mage, you see, but we'll get to that later. Don't look so impressed. I mean, it is impressive, but you know, with hard work, anyone can become powerful. Now, we said that you're not into takeover magic, not into celestial spirit magic, so what are you exactly? Are you perhaps an adept of the dark écriture? Oh, you don't know what it is? Well, it's not very common, but it's basically having the ability to perform magic with ancient runes. It doesn't bend reality per se, but with this kind of magic, you can basically create rules with words. For example, someone who is a dark écriture mage could say, for example, that anyone with long hair is not able to leave the tavern, and then it would be so until the spell is lifted, which is a tricky thing to do. So dark ecriture is quite powerful. Although it is actually beaten by Arc of Time, which, as the name says, control time. Oh, Arc of Time is a fascinating type of magic. Although it is not possible to travel through time with it or make someone age until they die, it can control the time of things. For example, if a dark ecriture mage was to say that no one with long hair was able to leave the room, a Arc of Time mage could make time go a little bit faster, thus breaking the rules set by the previous mage. It's actually fascinating, but I am digressing. Tell me, what's your type of magic? Oh, that's interesting. Well, yeah, caster magic is after all the most common, but it is actually the most convenient type of magic. Actually, there is someone who is just like you over there, Urza. She is a requip mage as well. So, as you know, requip means that you can basically equip any item or any weapon or any armor that you have stored. People usually use it for, well, daily life, but Urza chooses to use it in combat, which is actually really, really, really impressive. We're good friends now, but when I was a teenager, when we were young, we used to brawl all the time. But of course that changed. I grew up and, well, my sister died, so sorry, did not mean to make the room gloomy. Let's move on. So you're a requip mage. Well, I'm not disappointed at all. I think it's very, very, very interesting. It's not like, you know, I was expecting a dragon slayer mage. We already have one and it's more than enough. Yes, that boy over there with the pink hair, his name is Natsu. Really feisty boy. Now that I have all this put down, can you tell me your age? Yes. And have you joined a guild in the past? No. So you basically know nothing about guilds. Okay, well, it's very simple. I'll explain everything. So, as you know, there are basically 3 types of magic: the caster magic, the holder magic. I would say that your type of magic is part caster, part holder, and the lost magic. If you wish so, which I'm assuming you do since you're here today, you can join a guild. Now, there are 3 types of guilds. We have the legal guilds, which are recognized by the council, by the magic council. I'm going to be honest with you, the council doesn't really like Fairy Tail at the moment because we tend to make a bit of a mess when we go out there and basically, well, do our job. We tend to destroy cities, but I mean, what can we do? Sometimes we have to, you know, burn houses and everything to cast evil away. But yes, so we have the legal guilds. And talking about legal guilds, which other ones are there here? There is Sabertooth. The Sabertooth guild was formerly the strongest guild in Fjord, but that's not the case anymore. I mean, because we are the strongest guild. And there is the Twilight Ogre, the Limia Scale, Blue Pegasus, Quatra, Titan Horse, so many guilds. Besides legal guilds, there are dark guilds. Now, the dark guilds are simply the guilds that were not recognized by the Magic Council. They were disbanded by the Magic Council, but since they refused to disband and continue their criminal activities, they are classed as the Dark Guilds. Some of them form alliances like the Balam Alliance, but these alliances are more, they're like non-aggression pact, so to speak. You probably heard of Grimoire Heart. It's one of the biggest dark guilds, one of our biggest rivals. There's Oration Seas and Tartarus, so many dark guilds out there. And the last category is the category of the independent guilds. Now these guilds are neither dark or legal. They were not recognized by the council, but they're not engaged in criminal activities, and they mind their own business, so they're just independent guilds. Of course our guild is legal, as I said, and it's one of the biggest guilds there is. I would be really happy if you chose to join ours. Now, what else did I want to mention? Well, we have a few quests here. So basically the perks when you belong to a guild are that you can come here and we give you a quest, or we call them jobs, and then you go carry on that job for us and we give you money in exchange, so jewels. There are plenty of different jobs. Let me show you. These are the latest jobs that came in. This one is about saving the world, so I'm afraid it's not something that could be assigned to you right away. It's an S-class job. S-class means that only S-class mages can actually take on the quests. Although if you are with S-class mages, it can be allowed for you to take on the quest only if you are in a group that has S-class mages. I am an S-class myself, have I mentioned that? There are also SS class jobs, which are even more difficult than the S-class jobs. See, these jobs are so difficult that you might lose your life if you make a mistake, so they're to be taken very seriously. We have other types of jobs like the 10 years jobs. 10-year jobs are jobs that have been on the market for 10 years, so they're usually really long and really hard to accomplish, which is why they're called 10-year jobs. And we have also the 100-year jobs, which are, well, as the name indicates, been going on for 100 years. Needless to say that these tasks are just impossible to achieve, but if you so happen to achieve one of them, you could become a jewel millionaire. Now, if you were to join our guild, one of the starter jobs could be, wait, let me see. Oh yes, we have a few rogues in Devon which need to be stopped. So if you decide to become a mage within our guild, you could be sent out for a simple mission like this. Try not to destroy the houses, try not to destroy everything around you, and you should be good. These quests are really simple, chasing rogues, finding treasures. It's really fun. Now, as I have mentioned, I am myself a S-class mage. Actually, there is a trial that is held every year to become an S-class mage, but it is incredibly difficult, and well, you can always try one day when you feel strong enough, but let me just tell you, it is very difficult. As I said before, my form of magic is takeover, so I take the form of a demon when I fight, which is convenient, but that also means that the demon I turn into is actually one that I have defeated in the past, because in order to become such demon I have to kill it to be able to record its forms. So yes, you are a requip mage, so you could become an S-class mage. I mean, anyone can become an S-class mage with any type of magic. I'm just saying that my magic is especially strong. But look at Urza, for example. She's a knight. She's extremely strong, and she has so many armors and weapons that, you know, she's almost unstoppable. She actually became a S-class mage when she was, I think, 15. I think she was only a teenager. She is the youngest to have achieved such rank. And well, you seem quite young, but I'm just saying that being young has nothing to do with the power you hold within. Now, if you wish to leave the guild for whatever reason, for example, you want to join another guild, the Mermaid Heels, for example, it's a women-only guild, which is actually quite strong. They ranked 6th at the preliminaries of the Grand Magic game of year X 791, I think, yes. But anyway, if you wish to leave the guild, well, there are only 3 things that you should absolutely remember and respect. First, it is absolutely unallowed to give out any sensitive information regarding our guild. 2, it is also forbidden to meet anyone that you met through the guild for your personal gain. And 3, you need to live out your life at the fullest. Never think of your life as an insignificant thing, and always remember that you are important, and remember all your friends. So these are the 3 commandments if you choose to leave our guild. No strings attached. So I hope that I have given you all the right information. I hope that you choose our guild. Do you want to have a look around? I can pour you some ale if you wish, and you can make some friends and, I don't know, meet the other mages in our guild. Okay,